What's up, everybody? We're back here again with another video, and I know it's been a minute since the last time I uploaded, and just college life in general has been holding me back. You know, you guys get it. But today I have something very special for you guys. I call it Coco Sanctuary, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, and here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage I threw together for you. But right here, this is the first tank I'm gonna start with. It houses 3 juvenile red-eared sliders, or I guess are a little older than that, but 3 young red-eared sliders and some African cichlids. I also have some looks like guppies in there to breed, and for the cichlids and turtles to feed on as they get older. The African cichlids are younger as well. They're pretty small. But what I have set up are 2 different basking platforms. Just so, you know, I don't want to just set up one area with 3 turtles. That wouldn't be very beneficial for them. So I went ahead and set up a couple and added some fake plants in there for them to hide, and I have a canister filter attached to this right now, just to keep the water clean, and it looks really nice. I actually quite enjoy looking at this one despite there being no substrate, or it's very plain, but the simplicity is why I enjoy it so much, I think. And the turtles seem to quite enjoy it. I did just put them in there about a week ago, so they have kind of, warmed up to the area, but are still a little bit skittish. Before they were in a bigger pond outside, but the liner ended up getting a hole in it, so I had to bring him in. So this is a 70-gallon tank or 75-gallon tank, whatever, and yeah, it works for them. We're actually just gonna go right below here, and right here we actually have a 55-gallon tub that I just got from Home Depot, and down here I have another male adult red-eared slider. It's hard for you guys to see, but I'm just gonna explain real quick. He's down here because he's super aggressive. He literally tries to eat the other turtles, and it's not good, so he has to be by himself. He kind of reminds me of a snapping turtle in a way. But here, I'm gonna show you guys his enclosure now. Alright, so here's homeboy. So all I have is just a couple zip ties set up to a one of those extra large basking docks that you can get from PetSmart. I don't know if you guys know how large that is, but this turtle is big. Alright, and he's just in a 55-gallon tub right now. I know it's kind of small, but he is alone, and he was a rescue, and why he's in here alone is because his aggression. I mean, it's off the charts. He tries to eat the other turtles. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a snapping turtle. It's insane. But I also have some guppies in here somewhere. Looks like they're all... Almost dropped my phone there. There they are. But I have way more in here. They're just all hiding. That's just for him to stay active and entertained, just for him to chase around and hopefully get some food in his belly. But yeah, that's it for this enclosure. This is actually the light bulb used for this big guy's enclosure. I just wanted to show you this so you guys can see how small it is. I mean, it is absolutely tiny. just because he is relatively close to the domes, and it's because this little guy doesn't create as much heat as I hoped for. I actually got it off Amazon. It's a full spectrum UVA UVB bulb, and yeah, it works pretty good. It's tiny, so he has to be close to get the proper temperature needed for the big guy. Look at these guys. But yeah, on to the next area. Alright, we're moving on to the next area. It's the first rack I'm going to be showing you guys. And at the top, we have nothing right now in the 20-gallon long. And then we just have some pothos growing out of that other Nano fish tank. Down here in the middle section, again, nothing in the 10-gallon, and just you know, just a rock decor. And down here we actually have a 3-toed box turtle that I'll show you guys in a second. Alright, so here it is. It's pretty simple, but it's only because I really want to build him something outside a lot bigger than this that he'll enjoy a lot more. But I just have a eucalyptus bush, I guess you could say, in there. Actually, that's not eucalyptus, that's rosemary. I don't know what I'm saying. That's a rosemary bush or whatever. Yeah. And apparently, you know, they don't care for the smell, so my 3-toed box turtle has never tried to eat it or nothing because of the smell, is what I've researched. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but he seems to quite enjoy it. This is actually a 55-gallon tub like the previous enclosure right over there. But I got these two 55-gallon tubs from Home Depot, and they work very well for any type of enclosure, aquatic, land, semi-aquatic, whatever you want to use it for. They work very well. I also have some just some decorations and stuff for my eyes, but right here for the first part of the lighting, I have the full spectrum bulb that I previously showed you over the water dish. Then I also have the same one over the hide, only because it is a higher elevation, so it allows him to bask at a higher temperature. And then this is a 15.0 UVB bulb, and the reason I have a 15.0 is because he seems to have some type of deficiencies with his in the past with this shell. It is not in the best shape, and so I did go ahead and get the 15.0 just so he can hopefully heal up over time. Now, I don't have a UV meter, so I can't actually see if it's, you know, what it says it is, but it's bright, man, let me tell you. So I don't think we're gonna be able to see him today, only because it is nighttime and usually all the lights are off. So the only reason they're on right now is for the purpose of this video, because, you know, gotta show all you guys. But so yeah, he is in his hide, and if I do end up catching him out later in this video, I'll show you guys. But that's it for this enclosure. Don't mind the calcium deposit. Like I said, I've been busy with life, so I'm not gonna really worry about that calcium deposit right now, even for the video. Just don't have time. But the pothos looks beautiful, and the roots go deep. I mean, they're long. Look at that. I just wanted to show you guys that. It's pretty cool build. It actually does have a waterfall, but since there's no fish or anything in it, I just went ahead and turned the filtration off, and so there's no water running right now. But yeah, on to the next. Alright, this is my leopard gecko tank. It's got to be my all-time favorite tank that I'm going to be showing you guys today. It's got 3 different cave systems, succulents growing. Here, some are even blooming right now. Boom, look at that, how cool. But a deep water dish, not too deep for him to drown, just for him to soak in. and lots of places for him to climb and hang out. So let's get started showing you guys all of this. So first, here's his humid hide over here. He has lots of places to climb. I mean, this hide is huge. I don't know if you guys can see, you know, how deep that actually goes, but it's a pretty massive hide. And over here in the corner, this is his heat hide. I have a heat pad underneath, controlled from right there. 85, perfect temperature. Anyways, here's his cold hide right here, and I also just have another basking area right here for just if he wanted to enjoy himself, which he's actually, I didn't even notice that before. He's right there. It's only because it's nighttime, so he's out and about and all the lights are on, so he's probably like, what the heck is happening right now? He's probably not too happy with me, but again, for the purposes of the video, I turned all the lights on, and yeah, I quite enjoy this leopard gecko tank. This is the only leopard gecko I have, and he was also a rescue, so I went all out for him, and I think it is pretty dang cool. So moving on to the next. Down here I have a Endler guppy tank. I think it's tiger Endlers that are in here, and I also have just some black mollies as well. Show you guys. I have guppy grass all over growing, some Java fern growing off that fern, floating plants, you know, the whole ordeal. So it's a pretty established tank. I quite enjoy it. These aren't the tiger Endlers. Oh wait, no, they are. They are. Okay, I was right. I gotta label these. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this tank. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got the 3 different sections to it for the fish to swim all throughout. And yeah, that's it for this section right here. Moving on to the next. These are my 2 55-gallon longs, or I don't know, 55 gallons. Anyways, I have some tubing to connect them, and I'm only using 1 canister filter to cycle the whole entire, both tanks. And basically how the tube works, it's just gravity, blah 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 blah. I don't know, look it up, it's pretty cool. And let's get a closer look. Here's the first 55-gallon I have. It just has cichlids and angelfish in it, and yeah, it's pretty sick. I enjoy it. It's got some Amazon swords on the top. We got water lettuce growing. Got some pothos right there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. The dude all colored up. Let's see if I get a good shot. Alright, so on to the next one. Here's the next 55-gallon. We only have, again, angelfish and some cichlids up in here. We have also some pothos and elephant ears growing at the top. I believe it's called elephant ears. Have all bunch of different variety of floating plants, water lettuce, salvinia, frog bit, duckweed. Also have some hornwort growing at the top right there. I really enjoy this tank. Do need a bit of cleaning done to it though. There's my albino pleco right there. My little algae cleaner. And next I'm gonna show you is my big pond. Alright, so here's my big pond. The pond itself is 300 gallons, but of course there's not 300 gallons worth of water. I'm not sure how much there is. The land area is made up of bricks and stones. I have a little waterfall going on. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. here's a bunch of different variety of floating plants as well, mostly duckweed though. In this build, I used mostly fake plants just because these turtles tend to eat all the live plants that I put in here. But this duckweed seems to be surviving. Got lots of fish up in here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have mollies, tetras, I have different types of cichlids, I have guppies, tiger barbs. I got it all. But I think this pond came out very, very well. I mean, just look at them. Just chilling. Vibing. I think these turtles that are in here definitely enjoy it. I know I enjoy watching it. Let's see if I can get you some turtles to show you. Here he is. This dude here is a eastern painted turtle. He's pretty cool. He's got the red features to him, but yeah, he's getting a little once down, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him back in the pond. Let's see if I can get out another different species of turtle from here. Looks like they're all hiding. But I also have a couple mud turtles or African side-neck turtles in here, and then the rest are just red-eared sliders. But they all seem to enjoy it. Look at this dude, begging for attention. Oh, looks like he stopped. Let's see here. He's so cute. He'll try to bite my finger. I'm not gonna put it that close, but he will. It's scary. This is the first turtle I actually ever got. Named him Turtle Guy. He's a red-eared slider, but he is shy. He's a shy guy. So yeah, this is the 300-gallon pond. Got the floating TV, not actually floating, just have a wood beam with a bunch of fake plants all over it. Of course, got the camera to check on all my animals if need be, if I'm away. But I think it turned out very nice. And now on to the next. This is the next and final rack system that I'm going to be showing you. Here are just my, I guess you could say, smaller nano tanks. I don't know, they're not nano tanks, but my smaller tanks. I would just put them all on one rack. Got a couple 20 gallons. One might be more than 20 gallon, I'm not too sure. But I know that smaller one is definitely a 20 gallon. And then 4 10 gallons. And I'll give you guys a closer look in just a second, but down below we have a sulcata tortoise enclosure down there, and I'll go ahead and start with that. Alright, so here is my sulcata tortoise enclosure. As you can see, I also have him in a bin as well. It's just cheap, nice, it works well. I have a piece of, what's it called, the plastic sheet, the acrylic sheet in front, just so that my dogs can't get to the turtle or the tortoise. That was not a problem, but I noticed that I needed to definitely put something in front or it could become an issue. So I went ahead and got that just off of Facebook Marketplace, I think, you know, for maybe free. I don't know, it's been a minute. Anyways, there's a bunch of drilled holes in it, but don't really care. It works good. I like it. Got the 15.0 UVB up on top with also the full spectrum heat bulb for him to bask in. Have a big old water dish for him to soak in, and we'll get a closer look for the rest. Here's another water dish in the corner that is full of water and clean, despite what it looks like. It's just been used a lot, and sometimes when he defecates in the big water dish, he'll come over here, or I don't know if it's a it come over here and drink out of this one. I used a mixed substrate and put in grass seed. The grass, of course, does grow, but little guy takes it all out very, very quickly. I mean, that is 90% of his diet. Here's the food tray right here, but I really enjoy his hide. I think it turned out very well. We have a couple different heating pads around it, just very small heating pads. Heating up the ceramic pot, and that ceramic pot emits heat all throughout, which is really nice. It doesn't burn them, doesn't get too hot. It just keeps it a nice warm temperature in there. I use some stones to cover up the pot, as well as some fake plants and just some wood to kind of cover up all the sides and stuff. But I think it turned out very, very well. I'll see if he'll come out and let you guys see him. He's pretty friendly. So this is baby Tojo. As you can see, it's a hatchling, or might be a yearling at this point, and it's small. It's very small. Looks very healthy, very sweet. Of course, it's hiding right now because I had to pull it out of its hide, and it's not too happy with me. But yeah, love my sulcata tortoise. Super sweet personality. Up here we got the 4 10-gallons. Don't mind the water level. I know I need to fill it up. Here I got some lucky bamboo growing out the top. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this tank. All I have in here are some baby, what are they called, albino plecos. I think I have 5 or 6 of them, and just a bunch of plants growing all throughout. Next one, I have a variety of Endler guppies and tetras, and of course a bunch of plants all throughout. I'm trying to cultivate a variety of different floating plants. So here's some frog bit. We got salvinia, some more salvinia, and in other tanks I'm cultivating other different varieties, like duckweed and water lettuce as well. In the next tank I have some African dwarf frogs, or I think that's what they're called, I don't know, but they're pretty cool. And I also, where are they at? Here they are. Got some other different types of fish in there as well. That is actually the offspring. Oh, there he is. The little guy in the middle is the offspring of those two right there. For the next one, I just have a red betta fish in here, and a bunch of plants as well. The lighting for the 10 gallons are just some LED light bars that I got off of Amazon. They were pretty cheap. I got 2 different ones just to test to see which one was better, but you know, to be honest, I don't really notice a difference between them. And let's move on to the top rack. Alright, on to the top. We have a bunch of the variety of fishes, mostly guppies. Got some mystery snails up in there. Lucky bamboo coming out the top. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool scape. Next we got some more different variety of fish. Zebra danios, tetras. Also have what's it called? A gourami in here. Have a few different things. These are actually red mangrove saplings shooting out the top. I think they're pretty cool. They're gonna get big though eventually, but they've been taking a minute to grow, so I think that's just because they had to grow new roots for them to adjust to being aquatic. Up above for the lighting, I just have some LEDs that I actually took off an old fish tank lid, and some full spectrum bulbs, some actual light full spectrum, not the, you know, ones for turtle. I'm sure it's the same aspect, but it doesn't have the heating to it, the heating aspect to it. Alright, and that is the second ride. I like this little tree here. I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's from Africa and it's pretty sick. So both 20 gallons and all 4 10 gallons are ran off of sponge filters, and those.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's time to turn the lights off for the day. This is actually the next day that I'm recording this, just because I forgot to show you this the original night that I recorded everything. But anyways, they're both ran off of just a couple. Where's the other one? Air pumps, and it seems to do the job very well. I mean, crystal, you can't even see because the lights are off now, but crystal clear water. It works very, very well. And yeah, let's move on to the next area. This is my baby albino red-eared slider tank. I have 3 of them in here. They quite enjoy their large 40-gallon breeder. Also have a bunch of different fish, guppies, tetras, gouramis, and I think that's it actually. Let's get a closer look. Here's one of my mud turtles. He finally came out to say hello. Anyways, back to my albino turtle tank. Here's one of them just sitting basking. Lots of bluegrass guppies, very beautiful. I enjoy watching these fish. Let's get a front view. It's kind of difficult. I got a bunch of my maintenance stuff here. There's another baby turtle right there, and it looks like the third one's hiding, but I have a bunch of variety of fish in here. I also have Danios in here as well. Here I have let's not talk about that. Actually, nobody in my family likes that there, and I don't even like that there, but it's there. All right, so we're just gonna leave it alone. I you know, sometimes I think it looks cool, but it's just so messed up. That's a real duck, by the way. It's real, and I feel bad. But anyways, not much to this tank. Quite enjoyable though. And yeah, that is actually. Oh, you know what? There's one more. I don't know how I forgot about this, but right under this system is my desert tortoise enclosure. I actually rescued this dude from one of my friends. He wasn't in the best shape, but he's doing way better now. I don't know if my friend actually got him or if it was his parents or what have you, but he's in a better place now. Anyways, for the lighting, I have a heat bulb right there, and you actually can't see the other light right now, but you will be able to in a little bit. Anyways, over in the corner, I use those rocks to feed him. Of course, he drags the grass all over the place, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other side now. So right here, I actually have a little pot for him to hide in. He is quite small still, and I just camouflaged it with a little piece of driftwood. And here is my UVB bulb. I'm not quite sure where homie is right now. I think he's in the big old hide, even though he's so small. And it's like, it's stupid because when he's as big to the point where he could use this hide. This portion is way too small. So like, I don't know. I don't get the point of this turtle table, but it's cool and it works for right now. It's doing its job. Right here actually is where my isopod culture is. I have ventilation. There's holes in the top right here, and yeah, I've never done this before, but hopefully it works out. Right here is some turtle food. Actually, I'll open this up for you. I read that you can feed them turtle pellets for their protein, so that's what I've been doing. And it seems to be working. Have a bunch of leaf litter, grass growing, have a bunch of cholla wood, what else do I have? Manzati, just a bunch of different woods in here. Because I don't particularly know what zebra isopods prefer, what type of wood, or if they have a preference, but I just added a variety in here. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Put this back up here. Alright, but yeah, that's the desert tortoise enclosure. Pretty simple, but it does its job. And that is the end of the tour. That's all I have. Filled up the whole entire room. Have a couple extra spaces right there, of course, but everything else is full. Right here, I have plans to put a chameleon enclosure either right here or do a massive water dragon enclosure going all the way across. I'm not exactly sure because I also want seating as well. Haven't really made up my mind, but I have plans for this space. Something. It's not gonna just be these two seats. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little tour I gave you of Coco Sanctuary. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys, again, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.